Hi everyone, how are y'all doing? I hope that y'all are doing well. So I wanted to come on here and talk about the last video that I posted. The video, like I guess the purpose of the video was just me talking about some things that I learned from an event that I went to, and that event was the day one of the Capitol Hill Policy Briefing Series that the Congressional Hispanic Caucus Institute held, and they had brought in like experts to talk about a variety of things. And the first one was the export of guns from the U.S. to Mexico. That's what they were talking about, right? And then I saw some of the comments and stuff from the video, and basically it gave me some things to like think about. And so I wanted to talk about that here. And I guess before I start, like, I mean, y'all have already probably looked at me like looking this way or whatever, and it's just because I have like my notes written down, just because I want to make sure that I talk about like every point that I want to talk about. So yeah. Yeah, and so like the first thing, like I just want to apologize because of the inflammatory title. The title was U.S. gun violence exported abroad to Mexico, and not to justify or anything, but this is just me explaining like why I did it. So it was the title of the actual like discussion at the event. It was called like U.S. gun violence exported abroad, and they focused like on Mexico, right? Mainly. And I also wanted to focus on Mexico for my takeaways, so I also added the abroad to Mexico part for the title. But the actual discussion of the event was called like U.S. gun violence exported abroad. So that's essentially why I like did it, you know. And then I guess like to like talk more in general. I also wanted to say like this is like a small channel and stuff. Like I'm literally just starting. Honestly, I didn't think many people would be watching either way, so I didn't think like that there would be much of an impact. But I definitely could have still put like more effort into researching, especially like I said, because I didn't know too much about the topic. But I'm just learning and putting out like what I'm learning like on my journey. That's why I just like basically like put out some of my takeaways of the event. And like I guess didn't think too much about like the impact because it's a small channel. And also like I'm like just trying to figure things out. And yeah, like I don't know. I guess like I just want to do like videos in general about what I learned, or like random things to get the like hang of posting, because like I said, like I'm new to all of this, including like YouTube and like media in general. So like there's a learning curve for me, you know. And yeah, so like I guess going off of that, like I guess like well not I guess I just also could have like definitely articulated my thoughts better, but I just didn't want to not post something because like it's not perfect, and I just wanted to post something out there without like overthinking, especially like since I hadn't posted in a while, and I just wanted to share what I learned at the event, like I said, and actually do it, because like I knew y'all, like if I just kept like overthinking and trying to make it as perfect as possible, it just was never gonna be put up. And so yeah, but that's not an excuse or anything. Like I'm just saying like that's just my bad, and I'm just explaining y'all like what's going on. Right. Yeah. And yeah, my bad. Especially because like now I understand like, well, I knew this a little bit before, but like I said, I didn't think it was gonna reach so many people, so I was like whatever. But I do understand that like people are very passionate like about their guns in the United States and their U.S. country like in general, which I understand. I mean, I've lived here like my whole life, and there's a lot to be grateful for. Like it's a great country. Of course, like there's some things to work on and stuff like that, but it's a great country overall, in my opinion. But anyways, yeah. My bad for triggering anybody, and I'll keep this experience in mind. Alright. And I also wanted to like clarify some things. So I guess the first part is like I didn't say that the US like was the only gun supplier, but they are a big supplier. So like it's important to understand like their roles and responsibilities, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, it's just good to think about, and that's also what they had mentioned like in the event. And also I did not want to say, like, I guess going off of that Mexico is only getting their guns from the U.S., but I definitely did make it seem like that, so that's my bad. Like, yeah, my bad. And I guess the second thing, too, is, like, I didn't say that Mexico does not have to take, you know, into account, like, the actions, like, regarding, like, gun violence and all this, like, all these issues. But I feel like that was obvious, so, like, I didn't mention it, and I also didn't, like, focus on it, but that's why. And then another thing is that I also didn't talk too much about like gun regulations in Mexico or anything like that, mainly because it wasn't talked about a lot in the event I went to, and I was just like trying to focus on the other takeaways from the event. So yeah. Um, and then something else that I want to also clarify on is that I did not say that we should ban guns or nothing like that. I didn't give any solutions, like, because I'm not qualified for that. Like, I knew that even going into, like, making this video and everything. Like I said, I do not know about this issue. And I just wanted to keep it in mind, because I never heard this perspective, and I also wanted to share it. Just put it out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, just for the people to decide, like, what they think about it. And I thought the information, like, was valid enough, just because, like, these were experts coming in to talk, like, professors, and there was actually one of the people that was talking about this issue specifically. It was, like, an attorney that is involved currently in, like, cases regarding Mexico and the U.S. and their issues, like, regarding guns and, like, the illegal trafficking and stuff. So, like, I was also getting that information from her as an expert at the event, right? But nonetheless, like, I understand, like, that there is more into it than that, because I understand that there are, like, professionals and organizations that are still biased. So, like, you can't necessarily trust it all the time, you know, even if they have a certain label or whatever. But I wanted to leave that up to the audience to decide whether it's valid or not, in terms of, like, my video, just because I just said it was experts. I didn't really say who it was specifically, and that's my bad too. But, like, just I want to leave it up to the audience whether, like, y'all wanted to, like, I don't know, do more research on it and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I just want to put things out there though, like, post it without any, like, laying out any solutions from it. Just wanted people to keep it in mind, you know. So I'm not necessarily, like, supporting or against the ban of guns or anything like that. Like, I still have a lot to think about. This is just the beginning. But yeah, and I guess overall, like, I just didn't mention, like, these things or a lot of things because it was just a 3-minute video. And like I said, like, I was just trying to post what I learned. So yeah, and do it actually, like, post it without overthinking, like I mentioned. But I still, like, overall, I want to apologize. And I also want to say, like, I actually appreciate, like, people's thoughts and comments. It's actually very interesting. Some of y'all are mean, though. I will say that. I mean, it's the internet, so, like, I already knew that was coming and stuff like that. But I forgive y'all. You know, we're cool. Sorry. Some of y'all are mean, though, still. But, and then some of y'all, like, honestly, y'all felt, like, really, I could tell that y'all felt really strongly about, like, these issues and stuff. And I actually appreciate that y'all are, like, talking about it and having your voices be heard. I mean, it's free speech, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's pretty cool to just be able to have dialogues about this. I will say, though, like, just, like, try to be nice, like, as much as possible to anybody. I'm not even just talking about me. Just because, like, we all are people at the end of the day. Like, and even if we disagree with each other, we're still people, you know? And even though, like, you know I ain't perfect at it, but I do try to be as nice as possible with people that I disagree with as well. But I definitely understand, like, how strong, like, y'all feel about these things, and how difficult it can be to, like, honestly be nice to someone that disagrees with you on, like, things that you really, really care about, you know, and are really important to you. But I don't know, I feel like especially right now, like, it's just an even more important, like, issue, I guess, like, to try to be nice to other people, because we're just so polarized, you know, everybody's just so polarized, and so, like, I just raised this, like, you know, just be nice kind of thing. Not really, like, not necessarily just to be nice to me, even though it would be nice for y'all to be nice to me, but I just say it also mainly just in general, because, like, we're not going to get things done otherwise if we're just being mean and coming at each other's necks and stuff like that, you know? Like, that's not really, like, how we get things done. But, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I wanted to apologize again about everything. And, like I said, like, I don't know. Yeah, I just wanted to apologize. And I also want to say that, like, I am very, like, intentional about, like, making this video, but I'm still learning. And so, like, if I missed something or, like, didn't say something right, like, that's my bad. All right? But, yeah. And I'll keep what y'all said in mind. Actually, like, I actually do appreciate what y'all said, because, yeah, it's just interesting. Like, I think I actually liked the first 5 comments, even though, like, it was all y'all, like, just disagreeing with me and whatnot. But I do really appreciate y'all comments, especially because, like I said, like, and I keep saying, like, I just don't know about this issue, and I'm just learning about it. But now I got, like, a lot of things to learn, and I also got, I guess, where to look and stuff based off of some of y'all comments. And that's cool. But yeah, anyways, I just want to say this. I hope that y'all have a great day, though.